Hey, what is up? We are live. We're joined here today by Dylan from Spunky Spectrum Sports. How we doing?
Fine. I'm glad we got a little rain because it is just stifling hot here in Southwest Florida. And you know
Uh,
what? The only thing hot is the Bestball world right now.
Yeah, I mean, I never want to visit Florida again. I went there once. I hated it. I will never go back. Don't
Where,
care.
where, in
Everybody loves Florida. I hate it. I will never go again. It's
where in
never.
where in Florida did you visit?
We went to Destin,
Oh, when?
October.
Could, what?
It No, I'm not a warm weather person. Is all it is. But anyway, let's say hi to the chat. We got Mike Rob here. We got No Cap. We got Bayou. We got Quill. What's up, Papales? 10% on all three. This poll sucks. Oh yeah, yeah. Like that's the thing. Like I was exactly 10% Higgins. So Higgins I was out on until like a month and a half ago, and I've been just hitting him over and over again because of the camp reports and all that. And now he's hurt. I did the same exact thing in a 1 week span with Chris Brazel. I was only like 3 or 4%. I hit him a lot. I ended up with I took like 12 of 15 drafts during that one of those do 15, get 75 back promos on DK. I took 12 shares out of those 15 drafts of Brazel to go from 3% to 24%, and then he gets hurt. So, like, anytime I'm getting into these players, so watch out Jonah Coleman because Jonah Coleman's my new guy. So, if you're drafting Jonah Coleman, watch out. He's next.
Yeah. That being the rookie running back from Indiana with the Broncos.
Uh, do you keep Josh Allen, Kenneth Walker, AJ Brown? Um, I probably always keep the running back there. Um,
I think Kenneth Walker's going to eat in Kansas City this year if he's
yeah,
healthy.
like he goes the earliest. Quarterback, like I don't know. I personally don't like keeping quarterbacks. That's just me. The high the high profile like upside running back is a harder thing to fill than the quarterback points generally. Now Josh Allen's the safest bet, but if you want the pure upside, it's Kenneth Walker to me. Yeah, and with that, like I knew this because I seen you ask in other chats, and that makes it like for sure Kenneth Walker.
Yeah,
Like,
you're not going to be. Yeah,
yeah,
no running backs in that range.
yeah. But we're gonna get to a draft, and we'll discuss some of the entries a little more right after the intro.
Hey, hey, we're grinding through the torment. High volume, no management. Taming souls in descent. Grinding drafts through the abyss, no rest in our veins. Feel striking like lightning, flooding endless pains from late season voids. He's dropping all the flames. Bestball Degens Unite, shattering the chains. Old school RB stacking fury, derailing trendy trains. Who is commanding the storm etched in our brains? Who? Hey, thunder in the names, claiming all the kills. Flames, names, games. Degen wrath of fuse, stone age torment remains. Bestball eternal, in remains infernal domain. Pterodactyl pigs screaming, Cayman chaos reigns. Fossil fury fuels the fire, drafting through the veins.
Yeah, so this is a Spunky Spectrum Sports. I have the description, or I have the link in the descriptions of the video. Go give him a follow. Yeah, he has been streaming for a little bit. You've had who all of you had on? You had Felix on. You had who else?
Neil and you.
Yep, me. Yeah, we did a head to head battle over on his channel. And, I was like, whenever I can find time, we will do one over here. So Lutz is taunting me like like usual. Uh, it's probably due to my comment yesterday about I told them that Aaron Rodgers was his hero. He's drafted as hero, so it's all good. We got Greg here. Are you queued up and ready to go whenever we're ready? Or
Yep.
all right. So before we do that, let's discuss like you ended up with the DK Millie finals team last year, right?
Yep.
Yeah. So that's pretty awesome. Who ruined your week that week, other than Derrick Henry? Oh no, you had Derrick Henry.
Derrick Henry was mucha hot for me that week. My tight ends were not the best. I mean, I wish Lamar would have been healthy, but obviously wasn't. But my tight ends were Mark Andrews, Brennan Strange, and the Davian Sanders. Wide receivers were Puka, JSN, Slay Flowers. I think that was an early George Pickens.
Oh wow.
George Pickens with like Javonte Williams, Henry. I know
Yeah.
Jalen.
So you literally had what, one BBM then, because in the first few rounds, because you had JSN plus Puka plus Derrick Henry. That was Sam Sherman's first 3 picks.
And the quarterback who was hot the first 2 weeks of the fantasy playoffs, Trevor.
Yeah, that's pretty awesome.
All I needed was Kyle Pitts.
All you needed was Kyle Pitts.
Or healthy Tucker Kraft, and I would have. No, I'm kidding.
I mean, healthy Tucker Kraft might have done something. I've been very in on Tucker Kraft, and they're saying that they're going to work him in slowly. I'm not like super. Did he have ARSB? Yeah, you're right. He had ARSB because he got through the without Puka. That's right. Yeah, so like Tucker Kraft, it came out that they're gonna ramp him up slowly. I don't really think that matters a lot, because I think that mostly means he's not going to be in on blocking downs. I think that when they're doing like for sure passing situations, he's always going to be out there. I think if they're planning on passing, like they're generally going to have him out there anyway. So I do think it's like not good news, but it's also news that I'm not super worried about. What do you think on Kraft right now?
I think Tucker Kraft's a really good play. I mean, he might come on later in the year. I'm not going to draft Tucker Kraft and George Kittle, but if I draft Tucker Kraft, then let's just say maybe a Mark Andrews. I like that comp, or maybe now Dalton Schultz, because Lord knows who the Texans wide receivers are going to be.
I've actually been doing some Dalton Schultz with Kraft and Kittle teams, or like a Kate Otten or something, to like make sure I get some points early in the season with those two. But I think I'm ready to draft. How about you?
Yeah. By the way, have you gotten the Justin Jefferson? I'm on Raw Justin Jefferson start. I've gotten it once this year.
I got a bunch of them in pre-draft. In post-draft, I don't have it yet. But I do have a couple. I'm still a Genty guy, so I have an Amon-Ra Genty start, which I'm pretty happy about.
I think I got Amon-Ra and Saquon today.
I got a Puka Saquon, it was in a chain mover, but I got a Puka Saquon over on DraftKings, which is wild. Like, I don't even like Saquon, but I was pretty excited about that. But
all right,
are you ready to jump in?
Yep.
All right, entering now. Hopefully it doesn't instant fill. Waiting on 6, so we're good. Hopefully. Yeah, so talk to me when you get to Jonah Coleman and Alec. That's cool. We almost got it in the Member Mania stream. By the way, I do a members only, to where I let the chat draft the team basically, and I'll veto. I kind of veto. I override a couple picks, and
they're not going to let you draft Eli Rare to number 1, right?
I mean, I draft what I like. I mean, it's still me on the controls, but I do my best to decipher what they want. And if it's a 50-50, I just use my own vote. So,
I don't know what it is, but these drafts feel like they go crazy. Oh, I got the 101. Woohoo!
you do. You got the 101. I got the other side. I prefer being on opposite sides here. So the 11 spot's actually the spot I have the least of. I was telling you before the draft that on DraftKings, like specifically, my I've only got 5% gives in this contest, not because I'm taking Bijan over him, because I'm not. I'm just not getting the 101.
Yeah.
Like I've got a bunch of threes, and as you see, I'm making a big stand on Amon-Ra.
Yeah, it's funny. I got him on round 109 today, and I ended up stacking him with JMO, and I think I've got Colston Loveland as a bring back.
Oh, nice. Yeah, the Loveland Amon-Ra feels like it could be the thing. I am a little worried about the Amon-Ra. Like the only thing that I worry about with Amon-Ra is week 17, Jared Goff outdoors. But to me, that's more of an anti-Jameson Williams play than an anti-Amon-Ra. I think Amon-Ra is still going to eat underneath and all that. And I think that if the weather isn't a factor, it's going to affect the deep game more. So that's just kind of where I've been. And like,
hopefully it's 45 and sunny in Chicago. I think we'll take that.
I mean, as long as it's not windy and cold or rainy, like, and it's mostly the wind, right? Like, Goff doesn't do good in any kind of weather, though.
I mean, he did pretty well week 16 against the Bears 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah. Was that indoors or outdoors?
Outdoors.
Was it? Okay. I don't remember that. So
I'm going to take Bijan
over Gibbs.
And I'm usually the other way around, but
yeah, at this point you're kind of like exposure hunting, right? To some extent. You said you're around 100 of them.
Yeah.
So yeah. We got the 11. We're going head to head this time. No splits, just my team versus his team. I mean, we both advance out of this pod. That's how this works, right?
And by the way, in week 16, 2024, golf was 23 and 32, 336, 3 scores. Jameson caught 5 for 143. Amon-Ra caught 6 for 70 against the Bears.
2 years ago?
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, it must have been nice weather then.
And I remember it being cloudy, and I think that was the game where like half the Lion players tried fake falling, and then all of a sudden Golf found Laporta for a touchdown.
Okay. Yeah. So James Cook is one of those guys I've been trying to get a little bit of too. I need to get some Jew Jefferson here as well.
I am King Justin Jefferson at this range.
I'm Lamb because of the week 17 game.
Well, yeah.
I
mean, I try and get both of them. Like in this spot, you get Jefferson. Well, Jefferson calls in 110, so get CeeDee Lamb.
I have an absolute bag of Genty, and I take Genty Lamb every single time I can. And I'm fine when I don't get it because it's something that I've actually got a bit of it, so I'm fine not having it. Yeah, so we got Chase Brown. Achan's kind of the player I've been wanting to get a little more of. I do have 8% of them still. I'm kind of with you. I really like the Kenneth Walker pick, but
yeah,
I'm gonna do an Achan here. I definitely have, like, as you see, 21% of my CeeDee Lamb team or my Kenneth Walker teams or CeeDee Lamb teams. So I would like it to not be that high. And getting an Achane team here, I finally to where I kind of don't mind Achane as much. The Bills' run defense is something that I do like to target. Like
And
I
you
think,
and you can always get Josh Allen if he ever falls back that full.
it's very room to room on Puka. Like sometimes these rooms will like just completely ignore anybody with the Q tag. And like I got my last draft I did on DK, it was a chain mover, and it was a Millie. I posted it in my Discord, but I got like Lemon at one. Where is it? I got Makai Lemon at 116 and Manun Guy 125. Trey Harris fell to 188 for absolutely no reason. Geno Smith at 212 just for extra points. Like,
Yeah.
So you got Bijan, and you're looking at who are you looking at?
I'm thinking I might do a little Texas. I might do a little Texas twang here with George Pickens and Nico Collins.
Nice.
I really wanted Olave. That's why I went Bijan, but somebody likes him too.
I've been doing Bijan Olave for a long time now. I'd been like, even when Olave was going in the 30s, I was pulling Olave up to pair with Bijan. The opposite side of that is when I didn't do that, I was taking Tyson in the 7th. So, or the 6th. So like, I do have a lot of Tyson in the 6th because I have more Bijan, but yeah. Just had the chance at 100 to pick tight end Kraft, Laporta, Pitts, Fannin. For Eliminator, my stuff really likes Laporta overall. Kraft might have been who I like. I think I'd take Laporta in the Eliminator. I know he has an earlier bye week. Kraft is supposed to be working in slowly. Pitts and Fannin both have that week 11 bye, which some people say are better. Laporta with the earlier bye week, I had a members only thing, and I mean, I guess I can just show you now because, well,
Cam goes way early.
Who does? Scatabo? Yeah, Scatabo goes all the time now, or pretty early. I mean, I think I'm gonna take Zay here.
I mean, Zay Flowers at 35 is a steal.
Right. I'm really hoping I can push Higgins around the corner here. If not, I'm perfectly fine just taking Brees. So hopefully that guy's not listening. Like, I mean, even if I just get Loveland, like I'm fine with that. Like Waddle's a great pick. Actually, do I want Waddle instead?
Yeah, I've been trying to get more Bo Nix and Jalen Waddle lately.
Yeah, I think I kind of want the Waddle pick here. We're gonna do Waddle. He was back at practice today. He was a full participant. Everything looked good, so we're gonna do that. So for Eliminator, this is my sheet I did. And what it has Detroit, and this is the team total. So Vegas point total spread out throughout the whole time. I did a little algorithm thing, descending values, and Detroit rated out as the 4th best team. Green Bay rates out pretty high as well, and their overall schedule is also worse. So this side is schedule based, and this side is team total based, and on both sides, Detroit is slightly higher. And with them ramping him up slowly, I think that Laporta probably is the better pick now. So that's what I would say.
There's one guy I want here at the turn. I'm not going to say his name because I know we are streaming, but
Yeah, I don't know that anybody in here is in. If you are in the chat, let me know. I don't
Boy,
recognize any of these names.
that's early for Javante. I got him at like 39 or 40 in a DAX stack.
Yeah, Javante, I think he's one of those guys that needs to move up the board with all the news we have. Like Brees Hall dealing with something. I'm not really worried about Brees. Jeremiah Love, high ankle sprain, like that feels kind of weird to be taking him high right now. And I have a pretty big bag of love on DK. And Jacobs is practicing, but like, I don't know. Something doesn't feel right there.
No.
And Kyron is kind of at a 50-50 split, like closer. It's going to be like a 60-40 split, just based on how they
So
do
who
their
do you like at the 4-5 turn?
right here. I mean, I would take McMillan probably.
That's what I'm thinking. I'm going to take Tedra. Then the question.
Unless you go McLaurin plus Tootin. If you want Tootin, you might game stack. You could take McLaurin there, and
that's never a bad idea. I mean, that's never a bad idea. I'm a Jack guy, so
yeah, I think that like you could build out a little stack there, or you can take the fall on Tetaroa. Either one's fine. Like I think that makes sense, right?
Yeah, and plus the Jags play Houston week 15 and Dallas week 16.
Yeah, the Dallas them playing is pretty nice. So I mean I did and didn't. I have 10%, but I also have so like I survived him in Eliminator. I had 7% at Neelim, but I have 21% Nico, which is kind of good. Who pepperoni on Pepe? Yeah. But there's a pepper Tony that comes around, but there is no pepperoni.
What's your view on Luther Burden right now? I mean, are you still taking him if he falls?
I started taking him every time he went in the mid-5th, and I actually have a bag of him now. So now I've always been that Rome should be ahead of him anyway. I've always been there. So I actually just recently, I finally just moved Rome up in my rankings ahead of him. It is what it is. Maybe I get cooked, but I'm good with that. I'm good with it. Taking
you know what I would think? I'll just take Bears. I'll just take Bears this year. Yeah. The Bears have been one of my big stands. I think Caleb's going to have a monster year. I'll just take Bears. That's my rule.
I think that's fine. A good way to look at it too. So, I can't pass on Evans here.
Like Mike Evans has been falling, and I mean, I understand he might be quote unquote hurt, but we know what's going on. The 49ers, and he's going to be fine for week 1. Mike Evans is always hurt.
Yeah. Yeah, so I was 10% Higgins, 10% Pearsall, 15% Tyson. So, but whatever. Do I want
Tyler Warren is hurt? I think he was hurt in practice.
Yeah, I don't love the Bucky Irving pick, but it's fine. It's fine here.
I don't love Bucky. I mean, and that spot, fine.
Yeah, it's fine here. Like I need a running back too. So right now we have Lamb, Achan, Flowers, Waddle, Evans. Like we're really good at wide receiver. We just need something there. I thought about pulling up or taking Travion there. This guy right here is very high on running backs.
I know this. High is not going to win this pod.
Are you sure?
I don't think so.
He's got Scadavo. How could he go wrong? That's all you need, man. Yeah, so it depends on the site. Like I'm slightly overweight Higgins everywhere. I would be massively overweight Higgins if it wasn't for Stephon Diggs going in that range, because Stephon Diggs is my number one owned wide receiver on Underdog right now. I have like 20%, and that I haven't taken him like at all since he's moved up. So I was at like 22 or 23% before. And then I've been taking a lot of Jaden since that happened. So hopefully, like I think that's fine. Like as long as you're not like double the field on these players or even like up to 12%, like I think you can survive it. It sucks. Luckily, I was looking through some of my higher dollar teams. I actually have very little Tank Dell, but I got a bunch of Tank Dell on my high dollar stuff. Look at that. You got Jaden back with the bring back situation too.
Yeah, I don't know. Part of me is thinking, do I take Chris Godwin or do I take Tucker Kraft?
Tyler Warren's hurt, sir.
No, do I take Tucker Kraft?
That's up to you. I'm not taking him right now because I have a lot.
Yeah.
I'm just going to cool it on him. Not because I think he's a bad pick. Godwin's a player that I've moved way up my board as well. I was taking him some, not all the time. I don't actually know how much Keenan I have.
I think I'm at like 6%.
I was at 4%. So
Oh.
I was taking him some, not a lot. I was never like
6%.
I was way more into the Debo and Diggs thing. And Debo also went around a bunch of players I really liked. So, and I just didn't see him going back to San Francisco, man. Like, of all the places, everybody who was a Niners fan was saying, like, that bridge was completely burned. There was no chance. Because I was asking about that in pre-draft, and they're like, no, he'll never go back. That bridge is burned. There's no way. And it was like everybody who was a Niners fan was saying that. And I'm like, all right, I'll believe you guys because I don't follow the team. Well, my original instinct was that he would end up back on the Niners, and I listened to people, and then he ended up on the Niners. I didn't have enough. So
actually, I think a couple of nights ago, I did a team where I stacked Daniel Jones, thinking Keenan Allen was going to end up in Indianapolis. Turned out he did.
Yeah, I mean, I've not been taking downs because of that, right?
No, I mean, I'm not going to take Josh Downs at 75. I mean, the team where I took Josh Downs at 98 felt fine now, but I'm not going to take Josh Downs at 75. I'm going to take Godwin. I'm going to take DK Metcalf. Well, I'll take I think over him.
The only thing is that this whole range kind of sucks.
Yeah.
Like it really, really does suck. So basically the players like Metcalf versus the players like 2 rounds from now, like Romeo Dobbs, like I get that Metcalf's just a better pick, but like it's not like an insanely better pick, you know?
And I mean, there are some teams where I will take Drake May at like 69 or 70 and take Romeo Dobbs at like 118. I'm fine with that.
All right, we're going to take Dowdle first. If this guy wants to snipe me on Dak, congratulations. You can have Dak. And if not, if he does, I'll just take Kyle Pitts here. And Kyle Pitts may be a better pick overall for my team anyway. So,
and he takes the naked Trevor. Nice going.
I mean, naked Trevor. The better stacks for Trevor Lawrence are down the board, so I don't blame him. Like,
yeah, that's what Meg told me earlier this year. She said, "Get Brennan Strange, get Jacoby Myers, and Travis Hunter."
Those are the 3 Jaguars that I have the most exposure to.
I might be biased being a Jag fan, but I've got a ton of Brennan Strange. Last year.
Brennan Strange is awesome. Like he's really good.
And one of us might grab him in this draft now that I've got Jaden Daniels. So
I actually have a ton of Jaden Daniels, and that's gotten me to a bunch of strange. By the way, if you guys are just popping in, if you can smash the like, that'd be fantastic. Also, Dylan here has his own channel, Spunky Spectrum Sports. I have the link to his channel in the descriptions. Take a minute to go into the descriptions right now. Click that link. Go give him a follow. And you stream mostly, like pretty much daily, right?
Yeah, varies. Let me see. Okay, so we got Stafford and Adams.
Yeah. So Caddy, like, yes, he fell off at the end of the year, but the thing about him falling off at the end of the year is that part of the season is played at the beginning of the year, and he's still going to be good at the beginning of the year this year. I was planning on maxing the first quarter, but it came out with a structure I don't love and a $10 price pool. So I wonder what you're going to do here.
I'm going to take Kenny Gainwell for one, and then I think I'm leaning Jordan Addison because Washington, Minnesota play Week 16.
That makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then if you add a Saint to this, you have Week 15, 16, 17 correlation, assuming you get Baker at 120.
You're leading me down a great road at 144.
Yeah, so where are you willing to take Jordan Tyson right now? I got him at like 150.
I think if Jordan Tyson's at 145, I think I'd take him, but I'm not going to. It's going to be on my terms.
Yeah, that's kind of the way it is. Like
do you take any Alec Pierce? Because I think I took him like 110 the other night, and I'm like, I don't know if that's right or not. But he was my sixth wide receiver, so I mean,
I take a lot of Alec Pierce, and I'm gonna stop only because I have too much. Like over on the Drafters main event, I've been taking them at 115, 120, and like missing games over there does matter a little more. But I've got like 18%, 19%, something like that. So I've got 70 drafts in, but I would really like to limit that a bit. Question is do I just, I can take one of these two quarterbacks. Hopefully.
Somebody took Bo Nix, so
hopefully I could take one of these quarterbacks. All right, so we will take. Yeah, let's take Purdy here, and we might just double stack it with Kittle.
That's never a bad idea. I'm like, I don't know why George Kittle doesn't go early on drafts, even if he misses the first game or two.
Yeah. So I also don't feel like super comfortable only having 6% Dalton Kincaid, and that's not right. That's there we go. I was gonna say the exposures for whatever reason didn't update correctly. So there we go. We got George Kittle double stacked up with Brock Purdy now. We probably need I'm not going to go out of my way to get like Dontavian Wicks here, but I would take him if he's around ADP.
What's your view on taking 3 quarterbacks? Because in that situation, I feel like, sometimes I do, sometimes I don't.
If Bo Nix and Purdy made it to me, I would have taken both.
Okay, I see.
With stacks, Dak plus Purdy is enough, but I think the third stack quarterback is perfectly fine. Like if for some wild reason you decided not to take Baker and he falls all the way back, I'll take him. I'll probably take Malik Willis at 134 though with HN though.
Yeah, I've taken Malik Willis with who's the tight end? I can't think of his name.
Where at?
In like the like 143, I took Malik Willis with a great.
Dulcich, yeah. Quill saying DJ or Stribling's going so high now. I don't think I can do it. I think this draft is this guy is just high, as his name says, high 13. Like he took 5 straight running backs or 5 running backs with a tight end in the middle. He takes naked Bo Nix, and his wide receiver 2 is Alec Pierce, who's hurt. Like, I don't think that's his real price. Like he doesn't.
He's not going to win this spot.
Yeah, I don't think that's a real price. Like, you look at what this guy's doing. I'm gonna assume that whatever he does is probably not correct.
Yeah. I took Baker at 120, then I took Kelsey at the turn.
Oh, he's just going there now? Maybe you've been in the high drafts. I don't know. maybe you've been over there.
I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing.
Yeah. Yeah, so you ended up taking Kelsey Baker. Like Kelsey tight end 1. I don't know. It just feels so good, doesn't it?
Yeah. I mean, I know Kelsey is. I know he who shall not be named is slower than a turtle. But you know what? He's going to get a lot of targets.
Who shall not be named?
Number 87 because of who he's married to. But okay, I know who he's married to. Yes.
Is it practicing an unspecified injury on Rashad White? R.I.P. to all those R.I.P. Jacob Sanderson, I guess. So Malik Willis here does make a lot of sense. I'm going to go ahead and take him, and then whichever one of these 2 running backs make it around, I'll take. If both of them go, I'll just move on down here and take the double stack for the Dallas Cowboys. But
Chris Rodriguez and Keaton Mitchell. I love mixing those guys in. I mean, I think C-Rod is going to be a touchdown vulture, and Keaton Mitchell's like a huge spike week guy.
Yeah, well, Keaton Mitchell also has the correlation in the playoffs with
San
Francisco, right? Like they play week 15. So he is a bring back there. We got Achane, we got Irving, we got Dowdle. We have Keaton now. And there's a couple late running backs that I don't mind. Like, so I prefer Rodriguez there, and I think that Rodriguez fit the team better, but I do think that the third quarterback in Willis with Achane makes the most sense there.
And I'm leaning the same way. I'm leaning the same way with my team because I already have CJ Stroud. So, Nico. So, guess what? I'm probably going to end up drafting CJ Stroud.
Why not?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean,
he falls anyway. Cam Ward's been sliding really far.
I've got Cam in the 150s in a couple of my drafts.
I passed on a stacked Cam Ward at 154 or 159 the other day, and it was because. And I only had 2 quarterbacks, but it was one of those, like, I was doing an extreme build and I was way behind at a different position. And it was a Drake May plus, like, Herbert team. So I'd got way behind at another position. I couldn't afford the extra spot. It felt bad to pass the third stack quarterback after ADP, but I also think that his ADP is just going to get there, right? Like, I think that Cam Moore's ADP is going to end up being closer to Bryce Young.
Question is, do I go quarterback tight end or quarterback running back? Because I've got 3 guys I could pick from. I could pick Chig or Strange.
I mean, you might just take both of them, right? Just take both tight ends and be done. You get the stack and the bring back.
But then I'm probably not getting CJ Stroud here.
I mean, if you don't, I thought you weren't going to take it. If you take Stroud, just pick one of them.
Yeah. I'm just.
Yeah, I'm like 50-50 on if I take a extra quarterback, a third quarterback with Daniels. I think sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. Chig, like I think I do definitely prefer the stack to anything else. You already have a bring back or a like with Tootin there in that game. So it's not like the end of the world that you don't have Strange. And bringbacks honestly are just
I can attest. I didn't have Trevor stacked with anybody last year, but I think Stroud is underappreciative, and people are going to pick and prod him because of what happened last year. But Houston's offensive line, I'll say, was not good.
no, they were
And CJ
definitely
Stroud was embarrassing in the playoffs. I mean, that if not for CJ Stroud being the number 2 overall pick, I think the Texans should have pulled Stroud in that wild card game.
I mean, I would love to get Bretton Strange all the way back here.
And then you'd be saying the same thing you'd be saying the same thing if Chig's there. I mean, but I think I've got a lot of Strange too. So I mean, I've got a lot of Strange. I don't have quite as much Chig.
Yeah, so I mean, I actually like Woody Marks too. Shout out Nice and Blunt.
By the way, I'm at 19% Brendan Strange, 11% Chig. So yeah, if I didn't have Tuna, I would have taken Strange. But
yeah, so Woody Marks goes makes my decision easier. I was going to take Strange either way because the guy on the end only has one tight end, so I was going to do that. Bigsby here makes a lot of sense as well. It is a bring back in that game. Let's just hit ADP. Jaden Higgins at the top of ADP. What do you think about Jaden Higgins?
rip.
So let's click rank here. The top of my ranks is actually Keenan, who isn't being displayed properly. But running back, I mean Spears, Sampson.
Yeah, I know.
I think I'm going to just take the Spears click here. I'm very invested in the Tony Pollard, but I think the Spears on this team kind of makes sense. Like we got a lot of the same style of guys. Cyrus Allen goes at 157, by the the way.
Yeah,
I was looking for Dontavian Wicks there, but he went at 151. And then I was gonna take Bigsby for the brink, but it's all good. Like it's all good. What's up, Professional Fanatics? I'll be on his channel tomorrow night, and tomorrow at this time he'll be over here. So looking forward to that as well.
Yeah.
So yeah, I speaking of Fanatics there, his boy TJ Hawkinson just went at 160.
Yeah, I like Hawkinson as a value in this range. I mean, I think Hawk, I mean, yeah, he might be 79 years old, but I think Hawk's okay.
I'm in the Kyler Murray can't support tight ends camp.
Oh.
I think that doesn't mean he can't get a bunch of yards though. You know, I'll still click him. I just have him rated like I've had him behind a bunch of the guys who still go behind him for a while. Like I like AJ Barner more, who goes well behind him.
Oh boy, well, I need a few running backs on this team.
We'll get to that in a minute, Rylip. Yeah, the running backs that are left are not
crap.
Good. Yeah. So, like, you could have taken Coleman or Lloyd or Marks.
Crap, that was the guy I was going to take next. Fudge.
Yeah, it kind of looks like maybe you should have went Stroud Marks at this point. But all the tight ends are gone too. So, like, you had to make a decision, and you were going to get screwed either way.
I was going to get – yeah.
Yeah.
I think I'm just gonna take Jaden Blue.
being the hot guy is not ideal.
I don't really like this range.
Yeah, Jaden Blue is a player who I was buying heavily, and now I've kind of like tapered off of him again. I don't dislike him, but I don't love him either.
You know what? I'm just going to take Tank. I'm just going to take Tank Dell. I'm just going to take.
I don't hate it. I don't hate it.
I was actually going to take Dalton Schultz and just say I'm done with tight end, but
yeah, but Schultz is gone. He was already gone. So we got Cyrus Allen talk. Like my Cyrus Allen take is that, like, if Rice is actually hurt and not going to be able to be himself, Cyrus Allen has a pretty clear role, like into like a pathway into being something. And he's been dusting everybody, but he's been playing against Mansour Delane. He dusted them. He's been going against the other guys that are the supposed starters. But you got to remember, like, this is the first round rookie pick that he's going against, and we just got rid of two of our a guy who got cut from Tennessee's one of our starters, I believe, and everybody else was cut basically. So it might just be that our secondary is not going to be very good this year. It might just be that Cyrus Allen is really good with his footwork. And I think that both of those things are true. And for whatever reason, Mahomes can't connect with Xavier Worthy. So I don't know. I think he's a fine pick. I just have a hard time taking him in front of Trey Harris, Travis Hunter, all these other names. Like, I just have a really hard time with it. Like, an insanely hard time. I would love to get the double stack here. Like, I like Travis Hunter a lot more. Like, a lot more. I still have Travis Hunter ranked way ahead. Do I want to do that? Got Purdy here. You know, I'm just going to take Emmett Johnson. And if Hunter comes back around, I might just take him.
And then you'd be done. And then you're done at running back, right?
Maybe. I don't know. At this point, I'm just taking people who I think can give points to my team.
That's never a bad idea.
So I've been doing a lot of these early wide receiver builds into 7 running backs. And I think this team kind of feels like a 7 running back team, honestly.
I think mine feels like 1, 2. I mean,
yeah, because like I have an anchor here in HN. And then I waited till Bucky, Dowdle, Keaton, Spears, Emmett. I'm probably actually done there. We got Kittle, we got Strange, we got our 3 quarterbacks. We waited a long time on wide receiver 5. So, like, we got Lamb, Flowers, Waddle, Evans, which is really good. But Travis Hunter is not like – he's just a spike week guy. I would like a guy or two that's like a volume kind of guy. Flournoy, I think the team would have been better with Flournoy, but I like Hunter a lot more.
You know what? I have a couple. I mean, what do you think about taking Pacheco now if he fell to 192? I mean, I feel like he's worth the risk.
I'm taking Pacheco now. I actually got a team earlier, like that earlier BBM team. Or no, it wasn't the BBM team. But I did a $3 earlier. And at 191, I got – so is it 191 there? I was in the 2-hole. Yeah, 191, 194. I went Pacheco and then Charbonnet. I got Charbonnet at 194. So I went Pacheco, Charbonnet down there. I'm like, all right, I'll take the dust, guys, I guess. If nobody wants – like – I don't think Charbonnet's a great pick in the 140s, 150s. But 190, absolutely. Like, he's going to have some usable weeks.
Okay, so I took Sean Tucker, and then as my third tight end, I took AJ Bonner.
I love Barner.
I have no idea why AJ Bonner is like ignored in drafts. I mean, it's preposterous.
He completely is, and that defense is going to take a step back. Sam Darnold's going to have more confidence. I do worry a little bit about.
Elijah Arroyo.
No, I don't worry about him at all. Like Barner's going to be in there in all the high value touch situations. Like he's the one that's going to. All right. Got to load it up on my phone in case it's starting to get laggy again.
I love when that happens.
So,
yeah, I know who I'm gonna take.
So, I mean, great content here with it locking up. Like it completely locked up. It looks like.
Oh boy.
All right, we're back. We're good. There's a player that I had been kind of out on that I'm sort of in on now. And we'll talk about him in a second because it's Kalen Black. And that's why I said I might take a 7th. I just want the guy's going to give me points at this point. And let's take the upside swing. We're trying to find a guy. Like we need these 4 to produce. So let's just look for that big swing late. I'm kind of comfortable with just Strange and Kittle. I know maybe not everybody would be, but Kittle's just mispriced. So
yeah,
I think I'm okay doing that and taking some of these wide receivers later.
And be honest with you, I think a Zachariah Branch. I mean, outside Drake London, I mean, Atlanta's number 2 is. I mean, Zacchaeus. I don't want Zacchaeus or. Jahan Dodson, yeah, bust. I'm like, I'm just gonna take upside.
I think there's teams that it makes sense to take either a Zacchaeus or a Dotson, whichever your choice is. But I don't think that this is that team, right? Like I think this team needs the upside because I got the early guys.
Oh gosh.
I mean, it might be, man. Remember to like and subscribe to Freeze Frames Draft all summer long. Absolutely. Yeah, so like Branch is literally in the perfect situation. He could not have been drafted to a better spot. Like number 1, like London and Pitts will be able to open up the field for him. Number 2, Bijan is very good. The only problem is that their offensive line is not great. You know, I will say it is kind of hilarious that the first actual preseason game, and now, yeah, preseason, whatever, that doesn't matter a lot, but getting 2 catches for 6 yards is very on brand for Branch in that first game. But if you see the stuff he's doing in practice and how smooth he looks and everything, like I do believe that he's going to be fine. And I think that of the upside swings you can take late, he's one of the cleanest bets.
I don't know. Do you feel like I need 1 running back, or do you think I need 2 running backs? Because part of me's thinking, I know I'm going to take.
I think 1.
Okay.
So I think 1's perfectly fine because you got Bijan, you got Tootin, you got Gainwell. That's a pretty solid group. Tucker, Jaden Blue. Yeah.
All right. I think I'm going to take Nicholas Singleton.
Yeah. Yeah, like that was something else other people will talk about. Yeah, Singleton. I'm pretty out on Singleton, but I didn't like him as a prospect. And it feels like it's definitely like a 1A, 1B situation in Spears Pollard. So.
And then I'm going to take Rashad Bateman.
He was the other click I was going to take. So like I think it was the right one. Like if Branch went over here, I was taking Bateman. Yeah. So the offensive line of the Falcons looked incredibly bad, but the Broncos played all their starters on defense.
Here's what I'll say about that Bronco defense. They darn near broke the sack record a couple years ago. Yeah, they're gonna make...
exactly. And like, I mean, number one, Jake Matthews didn't play for Atlanta, so their offensive line is going to be massively worse because Jake Matthews isn't in there. And then number two, like the Broncos actually played all their starters, and their starters wrecked teams all year last year. And they're going to do it again. They're just going to continue to do it. Like, that is what they're going to do. I was really hoping to get a specific player on this team. He went way ahead of ADP here.
Were you thinking the same guy I was from New Orleans?
Oh no, Odell Beckham, man. It's always Odell Beckham. No, it was Malachi Fields. He went at 187.
No, I've been taking some Malachi Fields here, rookie from Notre Dame.
Yeah. I mean, these are going to be my last two picks almost for sure. I've moved Bryce Lance up. I've been on Bryce Lance. I like Bryce Lance as a prospect. I think he's a really good prospect. The Jordan Tyson injury, if nothing else, at least gives Bryce Lance an opportunity to show that he's good. I know the camp reports have been very much on Barry and Brown, but I still believe in Bryce Lance. I do think Bryce Lance is a much better dynasty pick, but I'm in on it. Like, so we'll take Mooney here for the Week 17 bring back. It is a little thin because I have that does give me a second by Week 8 with Evans. But we're going to take Demario Douglas here most likely. And by the way, do you see Savion Williams' awesome catch today at practice? Savion Williams mossing people. So, like, I love Savion, so I just like to see it.
I got Jordan Love at like 140 and took Savion Williams 20th round. I'm like, I could not believe Jordan Love fell that much. And I had him naked, but took Savion Williams last round.
I mean, it's really weird that the number one receiver for the Packers goes undrafted in most of these drafts. It's really, really an absolute shocker. I don't know what the community is thinking out here. Let Savion go undrafted in all these drafts.
They're not thinking.
Yeah, exactly. So let's review. Oh, we'll wait until you draft, and then we'll review my team, and then we'll go over yours.
By the way, I've been taking some Pop Douglas 20th round because, I mean, all the guys I was taking in the 20th round are now in the 12th round. I'm like, oh, gosh.
So who scores more points this year, Savion Williams or Jaden Higgins? Come on, Mike Robb. Savion's not Dylan Laube. He's not going to get one carry, one fumble.
Savion's definitely fumbling. Savion's definitely fumbling the first punt. Like,
are we trying to get like?
He's definitely fumbling the first punt against Minnesota.
I don't know. Savion's an absolute animal of a player. I think of Jacob. I do think that we see like some running back shenanigans with Savion throughout this season. They ran a little bit of that last year, not very much, but a little bit of it with him. Yeah, it's Jalen Noel time. Yeah, Jalen Noel's a really good shout too. I mean, by the way,
Jalen Noel in 20th round, rip. That's gone. I think he went at 207 here. I was actually going to take him, but
by the way, I just put your link in the descriptions here. So if you guys haven't followed him, go follow him. Also, hit the sub for me as well if you're new to the channel and you enjoy the content. All right, so we are about to review this team. I got a 3-7-8-2 here. We went 3 quarterbacks: Dak Prescott, Brock Purdy, and Malik Willis. Running backs: Devon Achane, Bucky Irving, Rico Dowdle, Keaton Mitchell, Tajay Spears, Emmett Johnson, Kalen Black. I might have a type. All these guys are scat backs except for Dowdle and Kalen Black. So I think it's fine though. I think that as a team and a full PPR site, it makes sense. We got Dak Prescott stacked up with Lamb. We got Flowers, Waddle, Mike Evans stacked up with Brock Purdy, the double stack with Kittle. Final receivers, we got Travis Hunter, Zachariah Branch, Darnell Mooney, Demario Douglas. We got Mooney for the Week 17 bring back against Dallas. We got some Week 15 correlation with San Francisco on Keaton Mitchell. And we have the Emmett Johnson correlation against San Francisco against Emmett Johnson as well. So we have them fully stacked out throughout the playoffs. I think the team's pretty fun. I actually really like this team.
I mean, one thing I'll say, you can't go wrong with Dallas. I think Dak and CeeDee Lamb will be eating up. I think. I mean, every time we get a Dallas stack, I'm like, yep, I like that. I like that.
Yeah.
For Purdy and Evans, especially with Evans' fall, I have no idea why Evans keeps falling if he's fine for week 1. And then, while I may not like it, I think drafting Miami Dolphin players is okay. I mean,
I don't.
Who's
like I said when I made the pick, I'm just gonna force it. Yeah, I need some HN. I love the CeeDee Lamb Week 17 matchup versus the Giants. So let's just force it with another matchup I actually love, which is the Bills, and then build the rest of the team to try to get those two pieces to the finals, right? Like that's kind of what I did here, because like Bucky and Dowdle, like they should I don't think Bucky's going to smash the season, but I think he's going to give some serviceable points for most of the weeks. Like it's especially in full PPR. I think he and Gainwell could both have 40+ receptions.
I just realized I drafted both other Tampa Bay running backs. And I'm like, oh crap!
Yeah, you did. I don't mind doing the Sean Tucker plus one of the other two though. I think that's a really good way to go about it, because I think if one of those other two get hurt, and you hit that combination, that offense, if that offensive line stays healthy, you could just have a really strong.
I mean, at that point, I don't know who else I'm going to take, because I've already taken Bijan.
Yeah.
I mean,
you're just hunting for points of any kind down here, right? So,
and I mean, one time I think I actually took Junkins and Dylan Sampson clean, but Tampa's a better team. And I mean, went with my quarterback, so. And maybe Ken Gainwell is like a PPR back. Sean Tucker's like a goal line back.
Yeah. So do you? Well, to speak on that, they literally didn't give Bucky a single carry inside the 5 last year, zero.
Which was odd.
It's not odd. It's a sign. It tells you the same offensive coordinator, same head coach. So that's why I don't like Bucky as a pick, but he does have the receiving profile. I don't like him very much on underdog. I don't mind him as much on the full PPR sites. So we got a question here. Do you think Malik Willis and Malik Washington stack is too thin for week 1? I don't think I don't know why you're stacking week 1 unless you're doing an eliminator. But I don't think it's bad. I just don't know why you're stacking week 1. And who do they play week 1 anyway?
The Raiders.
Oh, well, yeah. You probably want to play against that Raiders defense. Arizona was cooking. So I'm going to guess everybody's going to cook against the Raiders. So I think
everybody's going to cook against the Falcon defense this year.
Yeah, with James Pierce out now.
Yeah.
What's up, Sean Mitchell?
And Jalen Walker, too.
Yeah, Walker is a big miss. We got to extend the drive here. Go follow them as well. We got Bloody Bones. Oh yeah, it is a new. It's Grizzard. Right. Yeah, that's right. They got Zach Robinson. I forgot about that. I don't know why I forgot about that. I mean, I don't know. Zach Robinson's one I'm not sure about, though.
We'll see.
We'll see. I've just been kind of out on the Bucks all season, honestly. Except for the middle ones, like Chris Godwin's one of my most exposed players. So
Absolutely.
Speaking of Godwin, let's review your team because you go ahead and review it yourself, and I'll kind of scroll through it.
Okay. At the 1-on-1, I took Bijan, then second, and then 2-3 turn, I took Nico and George Pickens. Then took Scary Terry and Mr. Tuden. Then I took Jane Daniels, Chris Godwin, Kenny Gainwell, Jordan Addison, Baker, and Travis Kelce. I don't know what it is, but like Baker always feels like he's neglected in these drafts. Like Baker at 120 feels like way too cheap.
I don't know. I'm still shook over him.
Is that because you're taking a lot of Tyler Shook this year?
Well, no, that's what I mean. Like I'm still shook over Baker. Yeah, I'm just into that Kellen Moore offense. I think
I am too, but I didn't draft this. I didn't draft the same. And
right. Like I'm just saying that. Like I think that's one of the reasons why. And Baker is a lot harder to backstack. Like I guess he's not really, but people think that. But he's got 3 pieces to backstack with. So like I think he's the perfect piece to just take naked as well. Like he's a lot easier to backstack than Tyler Shough. So like I agree that like if you have a stack, obviously take him. But if you need to backstack something, like Baker's a really good option. And I don't think people think about it that way.
And then and plus, I mean, looking at Tampa's playoff schedule, they have Atlanta, the Saints, and the Rams. I mean, those are 3 games where Baker's in a contract year, and guess what? He's going to eat.
Yeah, absolutely. So, and then we're down to Jaden Blue, right?
Chig, CJ Stroud, Jane Blue, Tank Dell, Sean Tucker, AJ Bonner, Nick Singleton, Rashad Bateman, and
Torrey Horton.
Love
that.
Taking me upset. And once, I didn't take that many Week 11 players. Thank goodness.
Yeah, it's Week 11 can get rough, but it's the only week this year that has 6 bye weeks, so that is good. So Olave or Flowers, I've been those 2 over like most of the players in the second or in the third round the entire offseason. I'm 12% both of them, 12 or 13%. So like, and I personally like Flowers over Olave, but until that was before the Tyson news. After the Tyson news, I think you slide Olave ahead. And I kind of think you could slide Olave. Like I've been pretty heavily into Rashee Rice, but I think both of these guys are just ahead of Rice now.
I'm at like 14-15% Zay and like 6%. I haven't got a ton of Chiefs this year. I do love Bijan Olave. Get me Tyler Shough if I can get it.
Yeah,
I'm starting to get more Raven stacks. Like that Baltimore Cincinnati game's going to be nuts with 17.
Yeah. So Sean Mitchell here. I think the Bucs are falling apart. This is what I've been saying all offseason, is that I think they're going to fall apart. I think that Baker's going to use the cheat code of Chris Godwin to make his stats look better to get a bigger contract for next year. They have something that they know. The Igbuka thing, like I think they're going to spread the ball out a lot. Like I think whatever the most expensive piece was never the right answer. And that's not a negative on Igbuka as a player. I just think that they're going to spread the ball out is kind of what I think. Shook over Shuck says Barry. Payout of so somebody was asking about the first quarter. So let's go look at that real quick because I was really big into the quarter contest last year. I don't like this $10 entry fee. I was planning on maxing the first quarter like almost no matter what, but I planned for $750 to do it. I didn't plan for $1,500 to do it. So they did this just to get, like, in my opinion, and there's a little hate coming out. They did it just to get a 6-figure prize here. But we got a you got a $10, it's $1,500 to enter. We got a 391 seat final. That's fine. A really, really solid advance rate here. 2 of 12 into 1 of 6, 1 of 4. Last year it was 2 of 12 into 2 of 5 into 1 of 4. And it was less in the finals. But first was only 15K. So they put out a lot more up top. Second is a lot more. Third's even a lot more. But they had 3 teams last year get over 10K, I believe. And this year, even though like it's double the entry fee and it's harder to get through, yes, first prize is 6 figures, but like, and second is a lot more. They're still only like basically the same amount of teams getting 5 figures. So, and yeah, these other numbers are better, but like, I don't know. I don't like the $10 entry fee here. I wanted it to be 5. I'm still going to do some. I've got the math all figured out. I'm going to have to input it tomorrow. Like I'm going to input it tomorrow and get it all figured out what I want to do. I think I know exactly what I'm going to do. I think I'm going to do like 50 of them. Maybe not. I did pretty well in all the quarter contests last year, except for the second quarter, which I was right on, by the way. I had 72% Cavante Turpin, who was like out of 50 drafts. I had 72% Cavante Turpin. And the whole thesis was that in that first week, he was the slot going against the corner who gave up the most points to slots. And he got hurt the week before that. And that was Ryan Flournoy coming in that week to replace Turpin, who had been the slot up until then. And that was the 119 and 1 touchdown game by Turpin. So all of the theory was right there. And I got hosed by the injury. And then the guy who come in, 72% Cavante Turpin in that contest through 50 drafts.
Okay.
So I nailed the theory and it was right. And I would have had an insane advance rate, like with getting that extra, like 10 points from around 17 pick. Like, cause I nailed that like way before. And like the stuff like that, I'm going to notice in this contest. So like I do have, like, I think I do have an advantage in it. So but the problem is like, it's so top heavy. You really have to only play for week 17, like only, especially with the way the structure is of being a 2 of 12 and a 1 of 6 and a 1 of 4. You can almost just completely ignore the 1 of 4 week and just like hope to get the players you need. Like I'm going to put 0 weight into that week 16 or week 3. And I'm only going to look at week 1. I'm going to give a little bit of weight to week 2 and then most of the weight to week 4. And it's only going to be like week 4 into stacks. Like I'm just going to do bringbacks mostly. There's like 3 or 4 games I think are huge targets. I'll do a stream on that next week. But like it is a very fun contest. I just really wish it was $5 with half the prices. Like if it was $5, same exact structure with 50K up top, I would be a lot more into it. Yeah. It's just for bankroll reasons.
I'm looking at some of these week 4 games, and I bet you I could guess the games that could go nuclear.
One of them is a guy who's going to be really, really hard to get there. Jonathan Taylor is going to be really hard to get to. So,
isn't that the game? Don't the Colts play the Commanders in London that week?
Yeah. Yeah, so
I have not got. I probably need to take more JT. How much JT do you have on DK? It's hard for me to click.
I don't take him on DK hardly at all. But
that's what
week 4, Jonathan Taylor gets the Commanders.
Oof.
So like, not only is that great for him, but it's even better for Keenan Allen, who's not going to be tired yet. Like Keenan Allen's going to smash in this contest. Like, because you're going to get him reasonably cheap. it's going to be really hard to get through Baltimore, KC, and Houston's defense. But then you get Washington there. Like the NDPs is going to be very pivotal here because somebody's going to smash at Washington. And it's not at London. It's at Washington. Oh, it says at Washington. Maybe it is London.
Tottenham Stadium in
Oh,
London.
is it? Okay. So that does change things a little bit too.
And
that's actually even better for Taylor because, yeah. But Washington's secondary is really, really bad. So, like, these are all of the things. And, like, these are all the matchups. So, like, New England gets Buffalo, who's a really bad run defense. So, like, Ramondre and Travion, like, one of them's probably going to smash.
Rams and Eagles, where Saquon's historically eaten a lot of the Rams defense.
Yep. We got Kenneth Walker versus the Raiders.
Oh gosh! How about
Kenneth Walker gets the Dolphins the week before that.
Oh yes,
yeah, that's a 1 of 4 week. The one that I don't care about that much, but that's like not bad. So like there's some like pure target things here. There's some other things that I'll get into next week whenever we do that. But
maybe Atlanta, New Orleans.
Yeah, I mean, I'll get into it. I'm probably gonna do a members only stream for that. So we'll tackle that when we tackle that because basically I weighed everything out and I'll have all the data and all the math, like that elim sheet that I was showing you. Like Mike Robb helped me out. He built the back end. It was my idea. He built the back end for it, but I'll have all of this figured out for that tournament, and I'll have the math already with the points of what teams have the best schedule, which ones project for the most points during those weeks, and which teams to target. What are the best targets and stuff for that contest to help you advance and all that stuff as well. So that'll be coming up probably next week, for sure.
So, Hames, what did you think of the team that I drafted?
I thought it was good. You got the 3 quarterbacks here. You got Jay Daniels. You got the bring back with Tootin. You got the double stack with Terry McLaurin plus Chig, who I love Chig this year. I think Tank Dell, like, I probably don't pull him all the way up there, but it is a double stack at that point, so I don't mind it as much. He's probably not making it back after that news. His ADP is 184, so like pulling him up, it makes sense. I don't like Nicholas Singleton, but I think it's in the last. It's really hard to like hate on these late picks. I just don't think he should be drafted at all, at least on Underdog where it's only 18 rounds. I think he's a pretty bad pick there, but in full PPR, he is a better pick as well.
I mean, it was either going to be Nicholas Singleton or Katron Allen, but I'm drafting running back number 3s in Washington.
Yeah. I mean, you got Anchor Bijan with Tootin and Gainwell, right? Like, you're pretty set there, to be honest. Some asshole over here in the 11 spot took all the fun players with Johnson. So, like, you were already at a disadvantage, you know. So
I was going to take Emmett Johnson at 192 and you took him.
Not in my lobbies. Not in my lobbies. That ain't happening. I will chase Emmett. Like, I feel very confident that he's the locked in RB2 now. I would be willing to take him like at 160. Like,
no,
I don't think I'm going to have to, but I'm going to push him a little bit. Like, I'm going to take him in this range every time. And if somebody else wants him, they can take him. That's fine. But
I mean, I think Emmett Johnson at least can be the third down PPR scout back.
Whole offense versus Cleveland week 1 smashes. Yeah, I'm going to probably do 50 of those. Like, it's a really fun sweat. So I wish that the fourth quarter or the first quarter was $5 instead of 10 is all.
You know, the one contest I wish DK would do would be a $3 Millie maker, but problem is half the drafts would be thrown out because people would think, oh, I have $3 and I can win $1 million. Oh,
you mean a 150 max?
Yes.
Yeah, A DK really needs a low dollar 150 max because it would be wild and it would be
We need the
awesome.
$5 back.
Yeah, I never played with the $5. I just like stick to the I max every play action. I'm gonna max all the chain movers. But yeah,
How
I
many,
think we're
how many 400K play actions have you done? I think I'm at like 3 or 4.
I'm at 5, I think.
Okay, so
Yeah. But what we're gonna do now is number one, we're gonna go to subscriber only mode. You can stick around the chat if you want. You can join this draft if you want, but we are going to do a main event over here on Drafters, and we're going to do a ticket giveaway. So we got 3 more spots here. I got to set up the banner and all of that for the giveaway.
and does that mean I'm abandoning ship?
If you want to stick around and just chat, you can stick around and chat. But I'm gonna
stick
draft
around
this.
for a little. Drafters is season long PPR, right?
Yeah, without bonuses.
Okay.
Yeah, so hashtag who to enter the giveaway. I still haven't set it up, but it'll look backwards. So you're good to do the hashtag who right now. Yeah, so it's season long. And not only that, this year they added weekly winners to it. So for $15, you get into a $5,000 up top weekly with a $250,000 season long prize on top of it. It's pretty top heavy. You also get this championship ring if you win with your drafters username on it, which is pretty cool. So we are in the pre-draft. What do we get? We get the 101. Congratulations to me. I'm gonna, for whatever reason, the dog math tool, it's awesome, but while I'm streaming specifically, it lags a little bit over on DK. I've got a lot of I guess that's site wide. We'll do contest wide. So I've actually been picking up the top a lot. So I do think so. I'm Bijan in playoff format. I'm actually Bijan over Gibbs, and in season long, I'm actually Gibbs over Bijan. I think there's a pretty big distinction between the two. I think the playoff schedule for Bijan is just better. On the DK Millie, I'm at 30%. I had 110 drafts. I got 30%.
I love me Pat Bryant myself.
Yeah, I had 33% Pat Bryant a week ago, and I've done like 6 drafts since then. But I'm only taking him at the new price if I have Bo Nix or Drake May. But I have bags of Bryant, just bags of Bryant.
15% Pat Bryant. So
I got to do the bit live on YouTube.
Do you
shameless plug every time I join drafters. So we're going to pick a number, Dylan, between 15 and 20.
16.
All right, 16. Round 16, we're going to do the giveaway. So let's look at who we got here. We got Billy, Stat ATL here at the 12. That's 12. And then we got that's not Stat 8. Is that Billy Gableman? I mean, Stat ATL, I know him. I don't know why his name slipped my mind. But we got Bukowski here at the 11. We got Mufasa at the 6. We got Biggie. Biggie, I know, watches because he's in a lot of my drafts. We got me at the 1. Good luck, everybody.
Boy, interesting. No Justin Jefferson.
Rigged choice. I mean,
excuse me, Jefferson 111. Sorry, I didn't see it.
Yeah, so you can pretty comfortably get CD Lamb Jefferson teams over here as well. I've got a couple of them. I prefer.
Have you got an Amon Ross, CD Lamb, or Justin Jefferson team?
No, not on drafters. Like drafters, the full PPR aspect and being season long, they do like it feels like the ADP is a little sharper over here. Like I don't know. It really does feel like the ADP is a little sharper. Okay, that's right. Yeah, I need to have Billy on. I just forgot his like we talked about doing it last year. Billy Gableman's really good at the DK DFS stuff. For sure. And he's had success over here on Drafters. I think he won one of the Superflex contests, if I remember right. So I'm not worried about the neighbors Gibbs stuff because it is something that I have 7% Trey McBride. That's different. We're gonna pull Ladd all the way up. We're gonna get a little unique here. I get a combination that's probably very rare between Gibbs, Neighbors, Ladd. I love Justin Herbert. I'll just take Justin Herbert here at 73. If somebody wants to snipe, somebody can snipe. That's all good. So
I love Herbert this year, plus the Chargers playoff schedule this year. Yeah, 49ers, Dolphins, Chiefs, sign me up. Not that we care about playoff schedule this year.
Well,
not that we care
there's
about.
There's no playoffs in this. It's total.
I know
points.
it's season long.
So like with it being no playoffs, like you don't really need to do any of that stuff. And I think there's a pretty okay chance that Ladd is just the dude. And I don't think a lot of people are pulling Ladd up over here with Gibbs. And Neighbors goes ahead of this quite a bit. And most of the season, he was going on the other side of the board. So during the part of the season, you could get Neighbors and Ladd. They were going on the opposite side of the board, not with Gibbs. So overall, like just game theory wise, like this combination is going to be pretty rare, I assume. Just by knowing where these players have been going and what pockets they've been going in, right? So,
yeah.
And like, do I like Olave over Ladd? Yeah. Do I like Flowers over Ladd? Yeah. But I would say in like 30%, like 15, 20% of seasons, Ladd outscores both of them. Something like that. So,
one guy's got Justin Herbert and Jim Harbaugh with Mike McDaniel.
Yeah, exactly. What's up, Two Mules? How we doing? I didn't really give that early of a signal that I was going to pop over here. So sorry about that. By the way, if you're new to the channel, go ahead and hit that sub. We're doing a Drafters ticket giveaway today. We'll be doing it at round 16. And Dylan here is just chilling, chatting. We did a head-to-head draft earlier, and you don't play on Drafters, do you?
I did some last year. I did like 6 drafts last year. I think the main event was $10. Now it's $15, right? I
think it was 15 last year too. No, it was 20 last year.
Well, the one
it was 2 years ago. It was 10, I believe. No, it was 15 2 years ago and 20 last year, and then back to 15, I think. Because last year I didn't do very many of them. Yeah. And last year it was $500K to first. It was $20, $500K to first, but it didn't have a weekly winners element. The weekly winners element to me is super fun. And also the weekly winners element makes these unique combos like way, way better as well.
Are you still taking Puka? You worried A, that he's hurt, or B, he's going to get suspended?
I think if he gets suspended one game, it's not that big of a deal in like Underdog and DraftKings, but it's a pretty big deal here.
Yeah, because the season long, you lose those points.
Yeah, you just lose the points. So I going to take the dip on Scatterbo. I've got 25%. I'm not scared. And you know what? who do I want here? Since I already did the pull up, let's just take the guy at ADP here with Demont. It is double by week 8, but like we got Gibbs, we got double by week 8. We'll just kind of fill in that extra spot. Like we got 2 guys to fill in for Gibbs in week 6. And then we got we'll just have like Gibbs will dominate in week 8, and we'll have one more guy. Maybe like a Dowdle or something. If something weird happens and somebody falls, like Corum would be perfect for this team, honestly, at 96. He doesn't always fall there, but yeah.
Yeah.
Dog.
So I'm guessing at 72, you're gonna take Herbert and a wide receiver, I'm guessing.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we'll see what happens. Like, I've been pulling up Laporta a bit there now too. I don't love it to have to do that, but like, let's say I do Laporta and Herbert, I can then go Goff at the next turn and a wide receiver, and the team's going to be pretty solid, right? As a team, I probably don't do that, but it is an option. It's definitely like an option. Like I just kind of like do what feels right. I look at the dog math and see if it pairs okay or not as well. Hey, yeah, I need to reach out to you so we can do something before the season starts as well. Why did Star say in this chat? What do you mean? Who's Star? We got Music Life here joining. By the way, Billy, we're doing a giveaway. Hashtag who, and let me find the giveaway tool. There it is. We got 13 entries. Hashtag who. In round 16, we will be rolling that. You have to be present and you need a drafters account to win. If you don't have a drafters account, use promo code who, sign up on drafters, and when you deposit, use promo code who, you'll get a 100% deposit match for up to $100. And that is capital H, 2 little O's. And by the way, like, I don't know if you know this, but on drafters, I could take this link here. I could copy this link. I could post it in my YouTube chat, and then the entire YouTube chat could go troll people in this lobby. An added feature that drafters has that other people don't have.
What's with Tyler Warren today? I mean, he got hurt in practice.
Who are Speedos? Gotta love it. Love it.
No.
Tyler Warren hurt his groin.
Oh no.
I haven't seen the update. A groin injury in a joint practice. No idea if it's bad, if it's not bad. The one thing I do know is that all the quarterbacks went. We're going to take Herbert and we're going to take Godwin because Godwin needs to go up here. Like I feel very confident. Like he's the one I want. He was the one I wanted here. I assume you kind of knew that, but like this also sets me up for we could take Goff or Dart here if we want. And if we don't want that, we could just take Baker at 120, most likely. I think that Warren there might have been like the buy low window for Tyler Warren, but I don't know. I don't want to be. I've been buying the dip on Alec Pierce this whole time, and I don't know, like in the 115, 120s. So yeah, Warren's sliding. Yeah, I thought about it, but I'm pretty bullish on Chris Godwin this year. I'd been pulling Godwin up before the Egbuka news because I just believe in him. I'm not a big believer in Metcalf this year. I'm not a big believer in – I was never a big believer in Mekhi Lemon, who was going up there in some rooms. Wandale now on drafters, Wandale goes way high, like way high.
Obviously, these people don't believe in Cordell Day.
It's more that they just like the full PPR. Brian Dable scam target guy. Like he's been a really, really good pick every single year on drafters, with the full PPR. Like he got 140 targets or something last year.
Oh, ridiculous.
Let me go
But
find
Jackson Dart's going to have 142 trips in the meta to the blue tent this year.
I mean, it depends on how often Tyron Tracy blocks. Right. So Wandale. So Robinson. So Robinson last year had 131 targets, 92 receptions, and he's got the same OC. Like his head coach from last year is the OC now. Now Cam Ward looked pretty bad last year, so there is that. Yeah, he's probably he's going to be like a 120 target guy, I think, this year, not a 140 target. I do think Cardell Tate is an alpha. I'm one of the few people who've been saying that the entire offseason. I believe in it. I'm not going to back down. Now, he could get nuked because of Cam Ward. Like, if Cam Ward can't improve his accuracy, and I also believe that Brian Daboll can help him with that accuracy. He helped Josh Allen with his accuracy, right? And it is year 2. I think that it'll get better. It may not get better till midseason, though. So, we went to this play called Royal Jasmine. The next day, up dog with the same group of guys. It was insane. Royal Jasmine. I've never even heard of. Like, I don't even know what that is. It honestly just sounds like a strip club. Like, I don't know. The name Royal Jasmine sounds like a strip club. So, I mean, Rico Dowdle should not be on the board. I know Mufasa will take him. Stribling continued to rise in ADP bewilders me personally. I'm okay with him at like 120-ish, but 87 is not the right move. I don't know if you're watching King Sean, but you probably could have got him at 106.
111.
If it was a strip club, I would have been there. I mean, I'll take a Tucker Craft discount. And the question is do I take Dart here or do I? So the running backs, not great. The wide receivers, let's trust the dog math here and take Addison. Every once in a while, you'll get a room that lets Kyler slip back as well. So we're going to take Addison there. You also get rooms that let
Jordan
Love slip too. So I'm going to take 2 players there. Right now, the team, we got a 1-3-4-1 for the audio listeners. We got Justin Herbert, Jahmyr Gibbs, Scatabo, Montgomery. We do have the double by week 8 in total points, so we will have to rectify that, but we are aware of that. And we have Jahmyr Gibbs to give us points that week, so we're not really that worried about it. We got Neighbors, McConkey, Godwin, Jordan Addison, and then Tucker Craft. Also, like, some rooms just let Jackson Dart fall forever. So, like, that's part of the thesis here. I highly doubt we get any of those guys, but worst case scenario, hopefully – the Igbuka drafter. Where's the Igbuka drafter? They got Lamar there. So I don't know if you're listening, Rye Aris. Is that an R or an N? Is it Rye Aris or Ryanus? Let me know. We got.
Oh my goodness! Look at all these quarterbacks now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yeah. Yeah, so by the way, we are doing a drafters ticket giveaway here. You need to sub to chat, and then you have to type #who in the chat to join the giveaway. You need a drafters account, and we will be doing the drawing in round 16. Yeah, I assume you're laughing at the joke on Rye Aris's name. So we got Chris Rodriguez at 109 by Sat ATL. He's probably just worried. Yeah, he needs to make sure he gets an RB, and this room has destroyed RB. So I get it. Rashad White being hurt. like we don't have like official news on that yet, right? Like he's just missing. Kind of like Tony Pollard was missing the other day, and now he's back in practice and everything's fine, except that he's on the Titans. other than that little fact, I love Tony Pollard this year, but that Cam Moore performance scared me a little. I love. Yeah. I need somebody to take the picture, Lutz. I mean, that is not part of the deal. I'll put it up there. Lutz is fantasizing again. We got Laporta was missing for practice today too. Was he? Yeah, DKUI it's really bad to run anything. And that's not like just I've had the same problem with the other tools I've used. Like because I use Bestball Overlay, it always lagged really bad over there. So here's the question. Jordan Love or Kyler Murray here? Do we do the craft thing or do we do the Kyler Murray thing? Because we got both of them here. Do we just take both? Like
the price of one.
Like we got the Herbert thing there. The math likes Love more. I think I like Love more as well. We're gonna trust that. And it likes Xavier Worthy a lot. Also likes Likely and Kelsey. I'm gonna take Kelsey here. Because I kind of like these wide receivers, but I like the 2v2 of Kelsey plus somebody more than I like the Bretton Strange plus Worthy.
And this way you have Kelsey early in the year when Kraft is ramping up, maybe.
What'd you say?
And you have Kelsey when Kraft is ramping up.
Yeah, exactly. I just want to be the one taking the picture. Well, next year, if we have a big win, we might do a Who Crew meetup, and not going to say it's going to happen.
What's the latest you've seen Shuppa go, whether it be on drafters or DK? Because I got him in like the 120s, and I'm like, what?
Is Tyler Shuck?
No, not Shuck. Chubba.
Oh, Chuba. I've got him at 123. There was a team that I like. The two teams on the inside of me already had 5 running backs. I'm like, I'll push it. And it worked. So, don't know. Like I said, if we have a big win, we may do something like that. One quarterback here, max. Yeah, I do. I kind of like just based on capital. It would have just been kind of fun to do. We were hoping to get one of them, and like Kyler may fall again because like Bukowski already has his 2 as well.
So I mean, with these drafts, there's not quite the necessity of getting a third, correct?
Yeah, well, I think you always want the third. You just don't want the third with the higher capital. So if you look at the history of the winners, most of the time they were 3 quarterback teams, but they weren't 3 quarterbacks drafted pretty early. By the way, Big Draft Energy, I will after this draft, I'll hop on over. If you want to send me the link to your stream, like send me the actual link to the stream and a link to the StreamYard, and I will gate people over there after this as well. I planned on it this past year, and things didn't work out. I should be like if things keep progressing for me, I will go. Like because at this point, like things have progressed pretty well for the channel. As long as that continues and it looks good still. I will hopefully go to the expo next year. Yep. No, it's all good. No, I would rather just send people over, man. Like, why wouldn't I? So let's look and see what we got here. I mean, if Alec Pierce falls, I'm just doing it. Like a 144. Did he die today? Or is he also attached to Tyler Warren's groin? So in a great spot right now. Hopefully we'll have him back soon. So we got like Woody Mark. I can't even take Woody Marks because it's a bye week 8 and on the same team.
And you already have money.
I think that's fine.
Could take CJ Stroud.
As you see, I have Keenan Allen rated well above ADP. I think I'd take do I take a third tight end here? No. I think I'd take both of these wide receivers, actually. And we'll push. Like, we took the early running backs. There's a couple running backs I still like a lot that'll be there at 180, 168, 169. So I'll take a couple of those. So the team right now for the audio listeners, we got a 2-3-6-2. We got Herbert. We got Jordan Love. Running back, we have Jahmyr Gibbs, Scatterbo, David Montgomery. Wide receivers, Neighbors, Ladd, Godwin, Jordan Addison, Keenan Allen, Trey Harris for the double stack. We got Kraft and Kelsey. So feels pretty good. Like I think this feels very strong right now.
Yeah, actually stacking and bring back for both. Well, sort of.
Yeah. Like I would prefer you not to eat on my stream. As they're saying, it's all good. I intentionally don't do it. But yeah, two mules pointing it out. Super vague. Are you talking about if I plan on going? Like I said, I would like to. So I work weekends and I have to take every day off work to do that. It's like I have to take an entire week of vacation off to go. So I have to make sure things work out earlier in the year to where I didn't have to use vacation to do so. Oh yeah, the Alec Pierce talk. Yeah, it is. It reminds me of the Niners 2 years ago with CMC. You have not. I haven't done any of those yet. I'm gonna not do any of those until next week. I assume most teams aren't going to play any of their starters in week 3 of the preseason. Maybe I'm wrong, but so I'm going to try to avoid the injuries by not doing any before the injuries happen. And I also need to run. I'm going to do a members only stream for it and do the chart kind of like I did with Eliminator and for the Survivor as well for it. And we'll probably do a draft or two during that.
Boy, Lane is going up quicker and quicker. He's at 148.
Yeah, I mean, people love just pulling these players way up. So Dylan Sampson is a guy I would really like here. I have Charbonnet ranked here at the moment. I need to move him down. Like he is a much worse pick on drafters because of the season-long points.
And you're not going to get and nobody's going to get a full season out of Charbonnet.
Right, exactly. And if it was a Bijan team, I'd be more into it, although it's the same bye week, because Bijan will be carrying him early. And since all of my bye weeks are before week 8 or before, I don't like him for this team. Hashtag who? We are about to. So the giveaway, by the way, we're doing a giveaway. Round 16 there, we will be doing the giveaway. I'm going to be hopping off and going over to Big Draft Energy's channel, 2 Mules. Maybe we'll be doing a main there, maybe not. I'm not sure. He'll probably already be in one by the time I get there, but we'll definitely be chatting it up. So those guys all go. I'm gonna probably just lock up my receivers here. I don't have like any Adonai Mitchell. Quarterbacks. I'm gonna click Ray Davis. And who else do I want? Oh, Math likes Pat Bryant. Guess I got to do it. Like, I think I could be done at wide receiver here, maybe. We got Neighbors. We got Ladd, Godwin, Addison, Keenan, Harris, Pat Bryant. Like, that feels like it might be enough. Like, I think I'm pretty good at every position right now. I think the tight ends that are left, like, the Math didn't like Henry as much. Because I have bye week 11, would have been double bye week 11 there. But I think that other than Henry, like all these other guys are like the same as each other. So I didn't feel like I needed to take a tight end there when I do think that these wide receivers could dry up a little bit.
Yeah, I did a team today on DKY. Got Gino and Donnie Mitchell late. I'm not going to get Gino as my third quarterback, but as a third, I don't think it's a terrible idea.
I mean, honestly, I would take a lot of just naked Geno Smith and drafters to give me floor points. Like whenever I have two quarterbacks, like just throw on an extra quarterback. Like a Geno, like a Brissett, especially if you have early bye weeks. Like if this was Herbert plus like
Mahomes,
I don't know, like plus Mahomes, you throw on a Brissett there and help get you through those early weeks. Like, and he'll probably start a few more times than you would expect as well.
Well, I think Carson Beck starts the last few weeks of the season, and I don't know what the Jets do with who's the Clemson quarterback, Cade Klubnik.
Yeah. I think so. This is so I'm going to talk about like Omar Cooper here in this because like I personally like I think that like maybe I was wrong on Omar Cooper, but at the same time, Aaron Glenn knows for a fact that if they are complete ass, he's fired. And if Omar's like having any hiccup at all, like he's not going to get a chance as long as Aaron Glenn's job is on the line. So I think early in the season, we're going to see, like, just thinking about it now, like Sadiq's been hurt and Omar Cooper's not like super impressed. So I think we're only going to see the veterans there until Glenn is fired. And when Glenn is fired, I think everything's going to unravel and we're going to see all the young guys. I think down the stretch, it might just be Cade Klubnik and Sadiq and Cooper and all those guys just trying to get love, basically.
To be honest with you, I don't know what you thought about Kenny Sadiq. I loved him as a player at Oregon, but the Jets could not have been a worse landing spot.
If Igbuka or Love misses some time. Yeah, like I have like very little Igbuka, so I missed on that one. I'm not going to victory lap it because like I think victory lapping a player getting hurt is just bad taste. It's poor taste. Like even like you can be happy that you have 20% Tank Dell and not go about it in a way of being a dick, you know, like that's just the way, like there's a difference between being happy that your guy ascended and like hating on a guy because you didn't like him and now he's hurt. And now you're like acting like him getting hurt makes you right.
I think we all thought the same thing when Tank Dell hurt himself against your Kansas City. He made a great play, and then all of a sudden it's like, oh wait, the leg bent the wrong way. That doesn't look good.
Yeah, and like there are some like if you draft a player like Marshawn Lloyd who has a history of injury and he gets hurt, like you can't also say you're unlucky because he got hurt.
You
know, like you have to
get what you deserve. Trust me.
Yeah, you have to understand the bet.
I mean,
But like victory lapping, not taking the guy, it just feels weird to me.
both of us took plenty. Both of us took plenty of Jordan Tyson, despite the injury risk in college.
Yeah.
You gonna do your giveaway now? I think on week 16.
Yeah. I mean, we're gonna do the thing here. We're gonna take Emmett Johnson because he's the man, and we're gonna take Pat Fryermuth. So we're gonna take both of them real quick, and it's giveaway time, guys. So we got 21 in the giveaway. Good luck, everybody. If you haven't hit that like yet, go ahead and hit that like. And we do giveaways 4 times a week. So if you're new to the channel, go ahead and sub. You'll have a chance into giveaways in the future. Good luck, everybody. And if you don't have a Drafters account, you can use promo code WHO for a 100% deposit match for up to $100. Tebow time. You got to say something before my next pick in the chat. If you don't, you forfeit, and we spin again. I'm not queuing up. Well, I'm not going to multitask. I still got to do my reviews and stuff, man. Get out of here, says the guy. Get out of here, says the guy. Not being a chat. New Year's resolution. Tebow running pure. Did he win earlier today or something? Oh, yeah. All good. All good, man. Pineapples. That's the code word in Big Draft Energy channel. Higgins going to be a steal from somebody. Elijah? There was actually a guy, I'm not going to name names, but in pre-draft, Elijah Higgins was like their big stand. Because he's kind of, I don't know if they fixed it.
Isn't he with Elijah? Wait, Elijah Higgins was the big receiver formerly with the Giants, right?
Yeah, but in pre-draft, he was listed as a tight end. So you got tight end eligibility if he ended up winning the slot role, which was in the realm. You actually got like Elijah Higgins slot role at your tight end position. It was a pretty good. Yeah, he was he was because he got moved to yeah, send me a. I would rather you message me on X or through my Discord. So that way I can copy paste it real quick. And if you can't message me, just add me on X. I'll add you back. Then you can message me there. It's just easier to be able to copy paste. I can't copy paste here. It won't let me highlight in the chat. So it is what it is. And I will say, if Omar Cooper's here, I will take him.
Maybe a late season play for Cooper. Maybe a late upside play.
I mean, like at this price, like I'm still in on the player. I still think like all we need is 1 week, right? You just need 1 week of them to hit.
Yeah, I'm with you there. I mean, round 18, I take the chance.
I don't take any Justice Hill. I'll take him here.
By the way, I have a funny feeling the Houston Texans have to get another wide receiver. That defense is good enough to win a Super Bowl, but the wide receiver call outside Nico Collins right now is. You
don't love Xavier Hutchinson?
The most annoying number 2 receiver in the league right now.
Oh man, if you were on my Discord last year, the one thing you'll know is that by the way, that is 12% Demario Douglas in the drafters main. He is my late round gem that I've been taking almost every draft. So like Xavier Hutchinson is a like last year, it was really weird watching. So like every time they threw the ball to Xavier Hutchinson, within the next, like either on that play or like a lot of the time he would like get a first down then, but then like directly after he was involved in the offense, they would throw a pick, get a pre-snap penalty, and like the drive would end within the next 3 plays or on the play they threw to Xavier Hutchinson. Like Stroud threw a lot of picks, like overshooting Hutch. There was a lot of times that like he would get a first down and then right afterwards they would have a fumble. Like it was just really weird. It was almost like he was a bad luck charm. Like and because I watched every single game for the first like 14 weeks. Steve Schaub on FanSpeak and I done a weekly recap show, and it was wild. So
Yeah,
like it was a weird feeling thing.
And I mean, trust me, being a Jags fan, I know what the Texans did. I'm like, something's fun. Like something was fundamentally wrong with CJ Stroud last year. I don't know if he was hurt. Maybe CJ Stroud needed to lose a little weight, but I don't know. Offensive line, but CJ Stroud went from being I would thought a top 10 quarterback to one who should have been benched in the playoffs.
Yeah, no, I agree. So we're going to, I mean, are we just going to take Deshaun Watson here?
And maybe get 4 or 5 weeks until, well, who knows how long. I mean, the Browns.
Maybe take Jameis Winston and get the whole season.
and then hope Jackson don't get, and then
right.
Jackson don't is sent to the blue medical tent forever.
Yeah. 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 So these names are pretty ugly. I mean, Seth McGowan's like the clear RB2 now. All the reports I've been reading are that Giddens is basically getting cut, like almost for sure, which is wild. A year 2 guy. Like, I guess he didn't really have that much draft capital either.
And what's going to happen with Jameer Bernard?
I mean, he's going to be on my team if he makes it. I'll tell you that.
I mean, I love Jameer Bernard. I mean, but Aaron Rodgers does not work well with rookies. And trust me, I've got a lot of Jameer Bernard.
So, speaking of this, I'll jump on the Hutchinson grenade for everybody. I was watching the Bestball Bash today, and the randomizer come out, and the Higgins news came out, and the prompt was, or the chat makes your pick, and they failed it. And I said Xavier Hutchinson. It was like around 15 or 16 or something. Might have been around 17. And Pete went to get Hutchinson because, you know, I think it's worse than like most picks. And he was gone. Somebody had already taken him. But like it's kind of a bit show, so people are doing bit things. So, but here we go. We got a 2693 here. We got Justin Herbert, Jordan Love. I would have liked a third quarterback, but I think this is fine. We got Jahmyr Gibbs, Cam Scatterbo, David Montgomery, Ray Davis, Emmett Johnson, and Justice Hill. So we should be able to cycle through that week 8 pretty well. Wide receivers, Neighbors, Ladd, Godwin, Addison, Keenan Allen, Trey Harris for the double, Pat Bryant because he's basically the wide receiver 1 in Denver, Demario Douglas, Jeremy Bernard, tight end Tucker Kraft, Travis Kelce, and Pat Freiermuth. We got a little team stack there. We got 3 decent tight ends. I think this team is really solid all the way through. The only thing that could really get me is these quarterbacks. But if these are the 2 quarterbacks you needed this year, we're good. It probably should have been a Savion Williams team, honestly. It probably should have been Savion. I'm avoiding Germany. Yeah, what if? So we will review Bukowski's team. He is a YouTube member. We got a 2783 here. And Billy is also did you just become a member, Billy? Because it didn't show me if you did. 2783. We got Joe Burrow, Bo Nix, and then Chase Brown, DeAndre Swift, Darian Price, Keaton Mitchell, Tank Bigsby, Damon Claiborne, Najee Harris. Wide receivers, JJ, Waddle, Diggs, Golden, Wicks, Addison, Adonai, who's a really, really good pick right now. Travis Hunter, 182, kind of feels free. Kayshawn Booty, Kittle, Ferg, and Hawk. Barner.
Big bone.
I love Barner just falls and falls and falls, and I don't want to end up with 20% Barner, but I kind of want to just push tight end because I like him a lot. My strategy this year has been most of the sharp people are doing late tight ends and doing multiple of them. And I think a lot of the edge is in building good teams around the good tight ends. Because I think a lot of the sharper drafters are doing it the other way. So if that was going on in DFS, the strategy would be to play the opposite of the sharpest players to give yourself the best way to win. And I think that game theory wise is a way to do it, is to be taking these more elite tight ends. And I count Kittle as one of those.
I'll mix in Colston Loveland. I probably need to get more Kyle Pitts, but I have taken a couple Kyle Pitts shares. I don't know. I won't take Laporta in the 70s, but if Laporta fell to the 90s again, I'll take him.
Yeah, in full PPR, he's been moving up all the boards. So we got Billy here. We got a 3-6-8-3. Josh Allen, Tua, and Penix. Very this is interesting because I know in years past, because we've discussed this, he is very against taking elite quarterbacks in this format. And then he basically just went one quarterback though, right? He spent 2 late picks here to secure an Atlanta guy to make sure he has the week 7 covered, but he's basically solo quarterback. So I'm very curious, if this year, if he's just in on Josh, or if this is one of his 3% teams he's going to take Josh Allen on, because I do think I argued with him in the past. I do agree that the elite quarterback is probably just objectively worse on full total points. Maybe his stuff says something different this year. Running back, Kenneth Walker, Bucky Irving, Chris Rodriguez, who he pulled up the board because he knew he had to, and I think it was the right call. Tyler Algier, Jaden Blue, Alvin Kamara at 181, a 30-pick fall. He's going to miss 3 weeks. That feels solid. CeeDee Lamb, DJ Moore, Cardinal Tate, DK Metcalf, Cortland Sutton, Shakir, Jalen Naylor, Zachariah Branch, Harold Fannin, Otten, and Mason Taylor. So he kind of believes in the Mason Taylor thing too. He got an elite tight end there. I like the team overall, the structure of it. I personally think that Tyler Algier is a really bad pick. That's just me. I'm not I went on this yesterday with and you pulled him up too, but the room was also being very bully on tight end or running backs, and you're just trying to make sure you don't die at that position. So I do get that. I've let myself get boxed out in rooms and not been bullish and pulled up a player. I don't think Atlanta or Arizona gets more than 13 rushing touchdowns on the season. And Algier gets 5 of them. And I guess 5 with 600 yards is fine. I don't know. Maybe Jeremiah Love is out longer than we think. But even then, I just don't see that offense getting very many rushing touchdowns. So I'm pretty out on Algier personally. But structure-wise, I like what you done. Go ahead. Yeah, that's kind of what I figured was going on here. I'm about 4% Josh Allen right. I think I'm 2 to 4% Josh Allen right now. And exactly that. It's just diversifying.
I don't want. Same thing. I don't want 0% Josh Allen, but if I have 3 to 6% Josh Allen, I feel like that's fine.
Yeah, exactly. And I know that's exactly what you did on both of those picks. It doesn't feel good But I do think based on how the room was acting, you made the right call there. It definitely wouldn't have felt good. I would have pushed it and just burned the team. I would have been like, they get me, and I would have just fortified another position. And if it's just another trash team, it's just another trash team. That's why we do 150 of them. I understand why you did what you did, but I think that the structure was really good. You say that's how you look at it. I reach a lot more from the edge, but I don't want. Yeah, exactly. So we got Biggie Biggs here asking for a review in the chat. First time viewers get reviews. After that, it is all YouTube members, just so you're aware. So we got a 3692. And I think you've been watching for a while. It's just the first time you've said anything. We got Sam Darnold, Aaron Rodgers, and Brissett just waiting forever. And this could work because the rest of your team is probably absolutely jacked, apparently at receiver and tight end, based on what we have here. Jalen Warren, Blake Corum, Rashad White on a fall. We don't know about the injury yet. He's been falling a little. I think I'm fine taking the dip. Pacheco at 190 is crazy. I'm just scooping up a lot of Pacheco right now on drafters. Like, give me the RB2 on the Lions at 180. This is a team we expect to score like the second, third, fourth most points in the league. Like, their RB2, like even as a standalone value being less than what the Demon is, like Pacheco is dust, but are we really worried about Sion Vaki? I'm not. James Conner, LaQuint Allen. LaQuint Allen got hurt the other day. Do we have news on that?
I don't know off the top of my head.
So it'll just he's out for the rest of training camp. So maybe he's ready week 1, maybe not. And the heart of the team, Jamar Chase, Drake London, Tedero McMillan, Luther Burden, Michael Pittman, Jordan Tyson, Alec Pierce, Juwan Jennings, Omar Cooper, Trey McBride, Tyler Warren. Love taking the dip on Warren on this McBride team. Love the start. So I think that the review here, you have too much at wide receiver. You got Chase, Drake London, McMillan, Burden, Pittman. I think taking the shot on Tyson and Pierce there, that makes it like that's fine. You have the ability to get those guys to where they matter, right? Like 142 on Pierce. Like I'm okay with that with this insane wide receiver room up here. Like get those spike weeks. The Juwan Jennings and Cooper pick don't make sense here when you could have used anything there. Maybe a quarterback at Juwan Jennings fell a bunch. There are rumors that he's like missing a lot. I would have taken extra running back shots here is all. Because you didn't take a running back until Jalen Warren, I think taking running back darts at that point and going 8 running backs was the move. Other than that, like I think that everything else is really good. But I personally would have, because like how often is Omar Cooper or Juwan Jennings going to hit a lineup with Chase, London, McMillan, Burden, Pittman, right? And when these other two get back, those odds are even less. So I think that these 2 picks kind of do nothing on the team. And I personally would have wanted to add more running backs. I know the running backs were garbage. Like, I get it. The running backs were garbage. I would have probably thrown more darts, though. I won't take Deshaun Watson in return. I wasn't planning on taking him. But not like just some constructive criticism there. And maybe I'm wrong. Like, if the running backs you have work, like, in all honesty, like, I just think that, like, Emmett Johnson was there, and Sean Tucker was there. Like, I think, Sean Tucker wasn't there. He went right before you. And Emmett Johnson wasn't there because I took him. So I guess they went right in front of you, all of them.
Oops.
Yeah, so you could have got Justice Hill. It definitely didn't fall right for you, but I probably still would have, like, Seth McGowan was still out there. There were some other running backs who were still out there. I don't know. I just don't understand. Like Cooper, I love Cooper as a prospect. It looks like a bad take at this point, but yeah, I probably would have not taken those two and added a running back.
All right, Who Hanks. Thanks for the invite, and you know what? Hopefully this year, one of us Bestball streams, whether it be you, whether it be Neil, whether it be Steve, whether it be Felix, or yours truly, will end up winning $3 million this year.
Yeah, that would be awesome. I hope that one of our streams, like anybody in the community that was streamed, if we could get a stream draft, that would be fantastic. But go follow Dylan in the links below, Spunky Spectrum Sports, and then once you've done that, click the link I just put in the chat. I want to be joining Big Draft Energy here in just a few minutes. I gotta go use the bathroom. I'll be over there in a minute. See y'all in a bit. Peace.